Hello, this is Opinion Radar. And if you're anything like me, juggling diapers, tiny humans, and the endless quest for screen-free activities, you're always on the lookout for toys that do more than just entertain. Today, I'm sharing a gem we've been loving at our house, the space-themed sensory bin filler. As a mom who values play, that nurtures development without feeling like a chore, I was curious to see if this $25 set could deliver on both fun and function. Sensory bins have been on my radar for a while, especially with everything I've been learning about early childhood development and sensory processing. But not all of them feel worth the mess or the money. This one, though, stood out with its cosmic twist and thoughtful details. I wanted to try it not just as a distraction tool, but as a way to connect, explore, and maybe even spark a little wonder. Let me tell you how it's been going. Oh, mamas. Let me tell you about this adorable space-themed sensory bin that has become a total hit in our house. It comes with all these fun little planet toys, tiny astronauts, colorful sand, and even 3 little tools. Perfect for scooping, digging, and pretending to explore another galaxy. I was looking for something imaginative and engaging for my toddler to play with, especially during those long afternoons when screen time just isn't the answer. This sensory bin has been such a creative outlet, and the space theme makes it feel like a mini science adventure every time we open it. My little one absolutely lights up when we pull it out. It feels like we're discovering the solar system together, one planet at a time. Plus, the whole set feels well put together, and everything is brightly colored in that way that just grabs a child's attention instantly. One of the things I love most is how much it encourages hands-on play. My daughter isn't always into messy activities. Sometimes she's picky about textures, but this bin has slowly helped her get more comfortable. We started by just playing alongside her, using the scooper to pour sand and placing the planets one by one. After a few days, she was happily digging her hands in, making craters and pretending the Earth was spinning. I also appreciate that she can use it for more than just sensory exploration. It's subtly teaching her about planets and space, which I didn't expect but completely adore. On rainy days or when she's restless, we spend ages with it. And honestly, it's become one of those go-to activities that keeps her busy for a solid half hour or more. I've even used it while talking with my therapist about sensory integration, and she said this kind of play is great for cognitive and motor development. Now, a friendly heads up for fellow moms. Yes, it can get messy, like really messy. We tried playing with it on the coffee table the first time and ended up with blue sand in places I didn't know existed. After that, I learned it's best to take it outside or lay down a big mat to contain the chaos. I also suggest keeping the slime separate unless you're ready for it to get stuck to everything. Once it touched the rocks, it was kind of impossible to fully clean off. That said, the mess is part of the fun for kids, and if you're okay with a little cleanup, it's totally worth it. I've found that younger toddlers might need more supervision because some of the smaller pieces, like the tiny astronaut or the little planet models, could be a choking hazard for babies who still put everything in their mouths. So if you've got a curious crawler, keep an eye on them during playtime. Another thing I've noticed is how replayable this is. Even after using it several times, my daughter keeps finding new ways to play. One day she's building a space base, the next she's rescuing the moon from aliens. That kind of open-ended play is gold. It fosters imagination and storytelling without needing instructions or batteries. I've also seen how this could make a wonderful gift, not only for birthdays or holidays, but for kids who thrive on sensory experiences. My niece, who's on the spectrum, visited last weekend and was completely engaged the whole time. She loved scooping the sand and lining up the planets in order. It felt so calming for her, and honestly, I could see this being used in therapy settings too. It's not just a toy, it's a tool for connection, learning, and gentle exploration. The value is fantastic for what you get. For just $25, you're getting a full sensory experience with more than just random filler. There's thought behind the design. The planets are sturdy, the tools work well, and the sand has a nice texture that isn't too gritty. I especially love that it includes all 9 planets, so even though Pluto isn't officially a planet anymore, it's still there, which makes me smile. For parents who want to teach their kids about space in a fun, playful way, this is such a clever option. It strikes the right balance between education and entertainment, and I've already caught my husband joining in on the play, giving dramatic planet facts like he's hosting a kid friendly documentary. That kind of family bonding? Priceless. All in all, I'd absolutely recommend this space sensory bin, especially if you've got a curious toddler who loves hands on play. It's not perfect, mess happens, and you'll want to keep the little pieces away from younger siblings, but the pros far outweigh any small drawbacks. It's become a staple in our play routine, and I love that it encourages learning without feeling like homework. Whether your child is into dinosaurs, space, or just anything that feels different to touch, this set brings such joy. I'm already thinking about gifting it to friends with preschoolers. It's one of those rare toys that entertains, soothes, and teaches all at the same time. And honestly, that's the kind of play I can feel good about. If your little astronaut is ready for liftoff into fun, learning, and sensory discovery, this bin is a stellar choice. Don't float away without hitting like and subscribing for more out of this world play ideas. Let's explore childhood wonder, one planet, one giggle, one messy scoop at a time. Welcome aboard our space adventure, Mamas.